Hey everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Econ. I was a final year at 80 student in UPSC. So if you are thinking about studying economics or you have heard the word economics thrown around but aren't exactly sure what it involves, then I guess this is the right video for you. So in this video, I'm going to do a full overview of what an economics degree is. In my previous video, I talked about it's an economics degree what is. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the overview, what it actually is, what you study, the skills you gain, how difficult it can be, and most importantly, what you can do with it after graduation. So this is a top up to my previous video. By the end of this video, you should be able to have a clear idea of whether an economics degree is right for you. So let's get into it. So first of all, what's economics? So at its core, economics is basically the study of how people, businesses, and government make choices when resources to satisfy their needs and wants are limited in supply. So we live in a world where our wants are unlimited, but resources like time, money, labor, and natural resources are very limited. So economics just tries to understand how decisions are made in that situation and what the consequences of those decisions are. Okay. So economics looks at a question like, why do prices rise or fall? Why are countries or why are some countries richer than others? How do taxes affect consumer behavior? Or why do recession happens? Or should government intervene in markets or stay out? So an economics degree basically trains you to think logically, analyze data, and understand how incentives shape both behavior. It shapes both the behavior of an individual and the behavior of society. So we have the two main types of economics. Okay, we have the microeconomics and then we have the macroeconomics. So most economics degrees are built around these two main branches that I mentioned, which is the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. So microeconomics basically focuses on individual decision makers. This includes the consumers choosing what to buy, firms deciding how much to produce, and workers choosing jobs, and also how supply and demand determine prices of day-to-day necessities. Okay, so you study topics like market competition, monopolies, pricing strategies, and consumer behavior. Whilst macroeconomics, on the other hand, looks at the economy of a country as a whole, or even the economy of a continent as a whole. So this may include what? Inflation, unemployment, economic growth, interest rates, government fiscal and monetary policies, and so many others. So macroeconomics helps explain things like recessions, economic booms, and how central banks manage their various economies. Okay, so most economics programs require multiple courses in both microeconomics and also the macroeconomics side of it. Okay, so let's look at what you actually study in an economics degree. Let's talk about it so that you would know the kind of classes that you would actually take, so that you'll be aware before planning on choosing an economics degree. So while programs vary by country and university, most economics degree classes include core economics courses. So these core economics courses, they usually include classes like principles of microeconomics, principles of macroeconomics. You can have the intermediate microeconomics, you can have the intermediate macroeconomics. So as you progress, the math and theory becomes more advanced. Take note that an economics degree is rigorous with mathematics and statistics. Okay, and I know that that will surprise students a lot, but yes, that's what an economics degree entails. It entails mathematics and statistics. So economics is not just essays and theories; it's very quantitative. Probably what you learn the high school level may not be heavily quantitative like what you come and learn in the university level. So you are more likely to study topics like calculus, which is quantitative heavy, and linear algebra, probability, statistics, econometrics. Econometrics is one of the most toughest quantitative subjects in economics. Okay, so economics especially is very very important depending on the school. In fact, every school that offers economics does econometrics. Okay, so it teaches you how to test economic theories using real world data. That's what econometric does. Okay, So now let's also look at the specialized economic fields. So later in your degree, you may choose to specialize. So you specialize through choosing electives such as labor economics, development economics, international economics, behavioral economics, public economics, environmental economics, agriculture economics, financial economics, or business economics. And for my school, which is UPSC, UPSC doesn't do Bachelor of Science in Economics. They do Bachelor of Science in Business Economics. So before you go to UPSC, you've already been specialized. You are not going to do economics in general. Yes. I don't know for other universities though. Most universities does the BSc or BE, Bachelor of Arts in Economics. So what are the skills you would gain when you offer an economics degree? Take note that an economics degree is not only about learning theories, okay? It's about building valuable skills or skill sets, okay? So some of the key skills that you are likely to gain from studying an economics degree is one, analytical thinking. So analytical thinking has to do with breaking complex problems into manageable parts. And also another key skill is data analysis. So it has to do with interpreting graphs, data sets, and statistical results. And then we have critical thinking. So critical thinking has to do with evaluating arguments and evidence. Okay. And we also have problem solving. So finding logical evidence-based solutions to a particular problem. And we have communication skills, which has to do with explaining complex ideas clearly in writing and speech. So these skills are highly transferable. Okay. This is one reason why economics graduates are in demand across so many industries. Okay. Now let's look at how tough an economics degree is. And I'm going to be very brutal and honest with you. I've had friends who did economics. Okay. It is very, very challenging. It's very, very challenging. It's extremely difficult. Okay. The difficulty usually comes from the mathematical requirements. Okay, and also the abstract theoretical models, and also interpreting data correctly. You don't have to be a math genius, but you need to be comfortable with numbers and be willing to practice always and constantly. That said, many students find economics rewarding because it helps them understand the real way. Sorry, it helps them understand the real world in a structured and logical way. If you enjoy problem solving patterns and understanding how systems work, especially economic systems, then a Bachelor of Science or a Bachelor of Arts in Economics would be a very great fit for you. Since I'm done talking about defaults, now let's also look at the career options that comes with offering an economics degree. One of the biggest advantages of an economics degree is the career flexibility. Okay, so graduates from economics or graduates who offer economics work in places like finance and banking, consulting, government and public policy, data analysis, business and management, international organizations, research and academia. Okay. So the common job titles include what? Economist, which is a major one. So before you can become an economist, take note that you need a master's degree in economics before you can call yourself an economist. And we also have the policy analyst. We can have a financial analyst. We can have a business analyst. We can have a market researcher. Okay, and we can have what? A data analyst. It's not only IT students that can become data analysts, statistics students, economic students as well. So many students also go on to pursue a master's or PhD in economics or do a master of business administration program in finance, marketing, and all that. To go to law school or offer public policy degrees or public administration degrees. So an economics degree opens doors rather than limiting you to a specific career. So let us now talk about why you should choose to study economics as a degree, especially if you're a business major or a general arts major in a senior high school, transitioning to the university and has an economic background. So economics is a degree that is best suited for so many people. Okay, as long as you do economics in senior high school, you don't struggle. You might enjoy economics, but if you are curious about how the world works, like working with data and numbers, enjoy logical reasoning and debates. Okay, if you also want a versatile degree with strong career prospects, and if you prefer purely creative subjects or dislike math entirely, economics can be frustrating. But if you enjoy logical reasoning and mathematics, economics won't be frustrating. So that's a complete overview of an economics degree, from what you study to what you can offer after graduation. So take note that economics is a powerful subject or it's a powerful program that you can study. It helps you to understand money, free markets or market economy policies and human behavior in a deeper way. Okay, so it's very important that you consider these things as well. If you are not really good at maths, it's not really advisable for you to come and study economics in a university as a degree because you might struggle. Okay, if you are good at maths and statistics, yes, the economics is the best fit for you. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.